Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing a moon mission, but there's a secret payload at the top of this rocket. You might see the fairing, and I will only show you that once we get to the moon, because it's magical and it's amazing. I've never done this before. This is only my second ever Kerbal Space Program video, so yeah, just thought it was fun. Just had the idea, and I hope you like it. So yeah. Okay, so as you can see there, we just depleted all the fuel in the side boosters, and now we've moved on to the second stage, middle booster. So this is going to help us get into orbit of Kerbin. As you can see there, I just made the maneuver node. And yeah, it's called Kerbin. May look like Earth, but it's not, because it's in a different solar system. But yeah, as you can see here, we are executing the maneuver node, and we are just depleting all the last fuel in the second stage and moving on to the third stage. This third stage is going to take us, it's going to finish off the maneuver node to circularize with Kerbin, and then it is also going to take us to the moon and help us circularize with the moon. So now that we've done that, we can start plotting our maneuver node. But if you see here, the maneuver node, what I did here, that white dotted line, it shows you the most efficient way. And basically, I launched at the wrong time, so I couldn't do that. So in a moment, you'll see me change the position in the orbit of where I actually make the maneuver node. Yeah, here. And I get to a much better one. As you can see, it's much closer, and it'll be easier for me. And I don't really need to be efficient because I packed way too much. I packed way too much fuel into this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, as you can see here, we're just extending the antenna and the solar panels now. And we're also executing the maneuver node. So yeah, it's quite a long one, because the engine we've got now, it's got a very high efficiency in a vacuum, but it's not very powerful. It's not as efficient as the nuclear engine, but I just couldn't be bothered to use a nuclear engine. So yeah, I went for this instead. And then as you can see, yeah, as you just saw there, it's kind of a spiral going up the moon. We don't really want that. We want an equatorial orbit, which is basically in the middle of the planet. Well, not the planet, the what's it called? I know it's called the moon, but like, what are they called? They're called celestial bodies. And so yeah, now we're just gonna time warp to until we're in the sphere of influence. And as you can see there, had a mini panic because I realised we actually had a course going straight into the moon, like we would collide. So I just quickly changed it, and it was all okay after this, luckily. But yeah, as you can see here, I'm about to do a burn, and this will just, there we go. And that's just raised our periapsis so that we don't smack into the moon. They were just making a maneuver node to circularize with the moon. And I was actually quite proud of this orbit. It's very, very equatorial, and I'm really sorry about the dark bits here. YouTube compression really won't do them any good. But yeah, these are the dark bits, and I'm just lowering our apoapsis, and we're in a circular orbit. Okay, so now that we've got circularized, we can plan our landing. It's gonna be pretty cool. So yeah, I'm actually gonna try and ditch this third stage. So yeah, I just ditched that third stage there. It was pretty quick, but that just means that is going to hit the surface of the moon. Now I'm just making it so that we're going pretty straight down, because I don't really want to come onto the moon at a side angle, because what we have in here, I mean, you could say it's an absolute artifact. You guys don't even know how precious this thing is. Wouldn't want to damage it at all by having it explode into the side of the moon. But yeah, we're just landing now, descending. 5,000 meters. Yeah, if you see that green mountain, if you ever get it, always change that, because it actually starts at sea level. And on the moon, most of the time, the actual land is like 2,000 meters above sea level. So you might think you're 3,000 meters in the air when you're only 1,000. But yeah, now we're landing 300 meters from the ground, and it's a pretty controlled descent. Got way more. We got enough fuel just in the lander now to get back to Earth on our own, but we don't need to, because yeah, there's just a special surprise in here. You guys will like it. But yeah, and we have landed, and this is the moment you have all been waiting for. When I deploy this fairing, you guys will be amazed. Bam! 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 Okay, I don't know when I did it. Oh yeah, I'm getting a thumbnail shot. Look at this. Thumbnail. I mean, you guys will have already seen the thumbnail, but I thought this was a pretty sick shot. So that's going to be cool. And now I'm going to deploy the fairing now. Oh, come on. Alright, there we go. Whoa! So it's a mini rocket. And this is going to take us back to Earth. Just this tiny rocket. And yeah, I'm going to remember to extend the antenna, or else I will die. Yeah. So shut down that engine. And now we are just going to start up the 3 engines that will take us back to Kerbin. Wait, did I say Earth? I think I said Earth. Well, I meant Kerbin. So yeah. Whenever you're ready, past Toby, come on. What am I doing? Alright, now I'm good. Okay. So yeah, these engines that actually pack quite a punch, you know. I don't know how I'm going to get rid of that that lander bit. I'm probably just going to blow it up. But yeah, now we just want to get our apoapsis up to about like 30,000. But I think on this I accidentally get it up to 50,000. And I don't really mean to. But yeah. Now we're on our way back. Yeah, I've just sped it up here, so it's not too boring. But yeah. Again, we just want to circularize. Yeah, I got it to like 50,000 accidentally. Just want to circularize. So I am going to go prograde. And there we go. It's not very circular, but it's good enough for what we're doing. So yeah, now we are just going to, I think, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do to those bits, because now they're just stuck in orbit of the Mun. I'm probably just going to blow them up too. Kerbal Space Program is a lot of just blowing stuff up. But yeah, if you guys like this style of video, just me voicing over. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, you might have been thinking, how, Toby, that's not going to survive re-entry, but this is so messed up. Okay, well yeah, here it is. This is what's going to help us survive re-entry. So you'll see when I actually get to the space station, but I'm going to dock this with the space station. Well, not this, but what's in this payload. I'm going to dock it to the space station, and then I'm basically going to dock the moon, the teeny rocket, to this. And then, you know, pro gamer skills after pro gamer skills, and we'll just have it done, you know. It'll work, hopefully. But yeah, now we are just gonna dock this. So yeah, you might have seen what it is there. But yeah, basically it's just a heat shield. It's just a heat shield, and as you can see, there's that tiny docking port, because I actually fitted one of those to the rocket, the tiny rocket. And here we are just trying to get the closest encounter to the space station we possibly can. And I actually got it pretty close. It wasn't bad. But yeah, I don't think you guys have seen my space station before. Unless it was on stream, you might have seen it on stream. But there is a slight problem we ran into that wasn't catastrophic, but it very easily could have been. And basically there's this big long solar array on the space station that basically just gets power for it. Well, it doesn't. The space station has got some solar panels around it that can get power enough on their own. But it was just for aesthetics. I really wanted to put it in. So yeah, as you can see here, I actually don't dock with it as early as I can, because I really want to dock with it when it's on the bright side of Kerbin, or else you guys won't be able to see it properly. And I want you guys to be able to see it properly. So basically, I just try and stick with it as much as I can and just warp around to the other side of Kerbin. Here we are. And yeah, as you can see there, there's that big solar array. And I actually retract that in, but not fast enough. So it's not very good. Yeah, as you can see, it's starting to wobble there. And it's not meant to wobble. Doesn't look good. But yeah, here I am trying to get them in. Got them in there, it's just the arms were folding in slowly. But it just kept wobbling. Oh yeah, I took the booster, I deorbited that, so we don't have any space junk, and then I just dock with RCS. So when we actually get to docking, the video will go back to normal again. But yeah, if you guys like this video so far, leave a like, subscribe. I just hit 500 subscribers, that was pretty cool. I've probably already said this in the video, but I'm sorry. I don't have a very good memory. But yeah, here we are docking. Going at 1.7 meters per second, which is too fast for docking. Way too fast for docking. But I did it anyway, because I'm a mad lad. And, yeah. There we are. We are docked. Okay, so now that we've done that, we can switch back to our actual moon ship that we got in, and we are just going to burn like 90 degrees away from the direction of Kerbin, just to plot a course to back into Kerbin's sphere of influence. So we're about to start the burn soon. Only a 20-second one, so it's really short. Well, moderately short. And yeah, once we've done this, we are planning to get a circular orbit around Kerbin at around 130 kilometers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep plotting maneuver nodes, and at the periapsis we're just going to keep going retrograde, because that's the most efficient. And then, yeah. Oh, just went into the engine there, and the other one. So yeah, this is just going to keep bringing our two orbits down, because we actually, for that part that we just got on, that we just put on the space station, we want to dock with that, because that's going to let us survive. So yeah, that's really going to help. And 130 kilometers is the height at which that space station is. So we just want to, I'm probably going to set that as my target soon. Alright, I'm just doing some more retrograde burns. And our engine, there you can see, we just depleted. Oh yeah, I accidentally bumped into that engine there. And we've actually got a pretty good separation. So what I did is I didn't do any altering, I just warped to where that was. And as you can see, it's that little crosshair there, that's where it is. So we're just gonna burn towards it, then burn retrograde, then burn towards it, then burn retrograde. If you guys would like a docking tutorial, then leave a comment. I just got rid of the flyby avionics hub there, because we don't need it anymore, and I actually need to dock the junior docking port on top with the docking port on the heat shield. So you can see it there. I'm just using this lazy method. If any of you watch Matt Lown, you'll know it's the Lown lazy method. And basically this is just pointing the docking port on the thing you want to dock with to the docking port on the thing you're in. So yeah, I think I do it in the dark here, but so you might not be able to see it. Sorry again about that. But yeah, you'll be, when we get back round to the light, because I'm going to walk back round to the light, you'll be able to see it in full lightness. So yeah, that'll look good. We're just doing it now, as you can see. And we just docked. So we're good. So now I'm just going to walk back round, and I'll see you when we're on the light side of Earth. Curbing. So guys, now we're in the light a bit more. You should be able to see it better. Yep, there we go. We got the heat shield there, and it's in the... Yeah, I'm about to undock it, and as you can see, that shroud there, I was kind of worried about it, but luckily nothing bad happened, because I thought it would be still attached to the heat shield and that would stop it from inflating. But luckily it didn't. It was just a bit jammed, so I had to just unstick it. And then I retracted the solar panels, because I didn't really want them to burn up upon re-entry. That's not something that's always very good. So I've just sped the footage up here, and as you can hear, the music's gone a bit crazy again. But yeah, that was close. As you might have seen, the solar station, the space station just went overhead, and it got dangerously close. But luckily it didn't hit. So now we're on the final descent. The video's going to end soon. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave a comment if you liked it. Yeah. So we've just opened up the heat shield, because in testing this, it didn't actually, I couldn't actually slow it down very well. I mean, I could have with parachutes, but who wants parachutes? Parachutes are for babies. So I just got this, used this as like a weird parachute, and as you can see here, what I'm about to do is pretty janky. So I undock it, and then I flip it around. Luckily nothing exploded, but I just let the rocket go. And yeah, that later crashes into the sea, but we will not crash into the sea. This will land safely in the ocean. I was hoping that we wouldn't land on the ocean, but it's okay. It's just like land, but liquid. That's a famous quote, by the way. If I ever die, I want that to be on my... If I ever die. When I die. Say that as if there's a chance I might not die. But yeah, here we are, slowing down. It was very close here. I only just slowed down enough, but then I accidentally slowed down too much and went back up again, which wasn't very good. So now I'm just going back down again, and we touched down safely. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Let me turn